The referee, I'm sorry, is Mr. Dave Paris.
Dave Paris, it certainly is. The first thing you'll notice is the height of the American Don Lee. He's 6 feet 2 inches tall, and that's a very tall man indeed for a middleweight. This is Watson. Only his 16th pro fight tonight, and his first 10-rounder. And he's got a lot on his plate against this southpaw from America, known as in the States Dangerous Don Lee. I think we'll find that he'll switch occasionally from southpaw to orthodox and back again. He's a well-known switch hitter. Don Lee in the black trunks on the far side. 27 years old, Lee, ranked world number 14 by the World Boxing Council. He has a 78-inch reach. And Michael Watson, of course, attempting in this fight, in his first 10-rounder, to trash the world rankings in one go. Well, it was January '84 when Don Lee pulled out that shock win over Tony Simpson, who was then a world title contender. It happened in Atlantic City. He stopped him in 8 rounds. He had Tony down 4 times, so he was down himself in the course of the fight. Watson with the smart red trunks with the white waistband. And he's come out looking sharp. But this long reach of the Americans is bound to give him problems. And Lee's left hand looks to be a menacing punch to me. And Watson's right, menacing to the American.
And hold.
Right! Watson is 5 feet 11, so he's conceding 3 inches in height here.
Don't get careless, Mike.
You may hear the voice of Frank Bruno behind me. He's sitting quite close by, and he's getting a little anxious about Watson, pleading with him not to get careless. It's a good lively start from no sign of the switching yet from Lee. He's stayed resolutely southpaw all the way through so far. Originally, of course, Lee thought he was going to fight Tony Simpson in this country, but the match fell through. But he still wants to have a fight with Simpson, particularly if Simpson were to win the IBF middleweight title. If that fight comes off, there's some dispute about the distance over which it should be fought. Frank Tate against Tony Simpson coming up in a few days' time. But a high court action before it's decided. Watson is looking extremely sharp and aggressive. But he's going in with rather wide swinging punches. And if he does leave himself open, he won't be slow to put a punch through the middle. very well inside, roughing up the American inside. Beautiful left hand downstairs. That's a good left hook over the top from Watson. He's fighting well. And he's got Lee in some trouble here in the second round. Good right, staggers the American. He might score a sensational win here if he keeps this up. That was a wonderful spell of aggressive fighting by Watson.
Right.
It's a good left-hand counterpunch there from Lee, so he's still very much dangerous, Don Lee.
Right.
Lee's been a pro since 1981. Lost only twice as a pro. Never had a shot at the world title, still hoping. But if Watson keeps this sort of form up, Lee's hopes of a world title shot are remote indeed. Fast hands, Watson, using them well. Now you see Lee has switched, boxing orthodox.
One in hit. Don't hold. Come on, let go. Watson, let go.
His left hand is the danger punch, the American. There's no doubt about that. It's the one Watson needs to watch all the time. And there's a little demonstration of just how difficult this man may be. One left hand ruled slightly low there by Dave Parris. It was right on the borderline. Beautiful combination here by Watson. He's really putting his punches together remarkably well. He's putting them together. Working his way inside, punching to head and body. And he's made a brilliant start to this. Terrific left hook and a right cross to follow.
Hold.
Watch his head, Michael. That's it, Michael. Looking brilliant.
On a hit. Come on in hit. Right.
That's it, Michael. Looking good.
Don't hold. Let go, Watson. Hold it.
Well, that's another fine round by Watson. And Lee here knows that he's got a useful youngster against him.